It's laminating day today, so what we've done is we've done quite a lot of, we've filled in all the plank edges. We haven't done such a good job, but we're hoping that the lamination, the epoxy will fill any gaps in. We're afraid we pushed for time, so we have to move on. So we've done some sanding, but I just have a little clue which a lot of people don't know. If you rub your hand along the plank, you can actually feel an anomaly that you might not be able to see. It's unbelievable how sensitive your hands are. So we have done this a number of times already, and we've gone in and we've tidied up just some lumps and bumps. You just need a little tiny prickle, and it'll hold the cloth off the plywood, and then you've got an air bubble. So we're quite pleased. We're happy with it. So we're going to bash on. We may have a coffee first, and then we'll do the small sections. We've cut all the glass, and we'll start laminating in about half an hour. And I did my tongue again. After many hours of studying YouTube, we've, in terms of how you put the laminate on, our theory was you put you roll some epoxy onto the wood, then you roll the cloth over the top. But now that we've rolled this out, and we see how beautifully it's lying, we're thinking we're going to go with what everyone seems to be doing on the internet or on YouTube, is put the cloth down and then put the epoxy on afterwards and then roll it through. So we're going to try that. I think it makes sense because I can't see how we could roll the cloth onto a wet surface and not get into a hell of a fix with bumps and hollows and twists and turns and things. So we're going to try it this way and see how we get on. We've got one other layer. I'm putting an extra layer just on the bottom part of the boat because we will be beaching her quite a lot if we take her sailing with us. So we want to make sure there's lots of extra resilience at the bottom. So we'll stick it on time lapse, and you can watch us play with the epoxy. As you can see in the time lapse, we've completed the laminating and it's gone very, very well. We've put the additional cloth on the top, basically because we're going to be putting the boat up on the beach, so we assume it's going to take a bit of a hit every now and again. We've done a secondary coat of epoxy just to fill the weave. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do another third coat of epoxy to fill the weave, but only up to where the waterline is. Then we're going to mix some epoxy with the graphite, and then everything that's under the waterline is going to be graphited. It's a bit rough ski. We will be sanding it down once the boat's been cut in half and perfected, but it's just a case of getting all the epoxy on in one day, because then you get a chemical as well as a mechanical bond. Just makes for a much longer lasting coating. The bow hasn't been done yet. It's quite complicated. We've got to wrap it around the front, and we just thought, the stern. So we can do the bow and the stern once this is dried off. So we'll probably have a go at it tomorrow, and we'll show you that when we get round to it.